Hi everybody. So today I'm going to remove these faces of the drawers, and I'm going to use Wypon Poly to make them nice and shiny. Not shiny, it's a satin finish, but it's going to give it a nice durable finish in case water falls on it or anything. Sit down here for a second. So the last time that you saw me installing these, they actually went in pretty well. The problem was that after I pulled them out and pushed them back in a few times, they came off the rail. Problem is that these this piece here and this piece is not fully square. And the reason that this one is not fully square is because this one is not fully square, and this one is the first piece that I put in the van, cabinet wise. And for some reason, you know, doing it by yourself, it's not an excuse, but I don't know, maybe I was just too eager to start with the cabinets and start with my desk. That's the first thing like I did. Or maybe, no, this is the first thing I did, but I needed this piece here and this piece here set up for the desk. But anyway, for some reason this one's not fully square, and when I went to put this one in, I couldn't square this one. I had to follow what this one already has, otherwise my cabinets wouldn't work at all. So for some reason, maybe because they're not square, but I think I might have cut in these drawers maybe a little bit too narrow. So when I put them in here, they weren't sliding in properly. They were coming off the rails. So I was pretty disappointed when that happened. I was bummed out for a couple minutes, and then I realized, you know, I gotta fix that, and I gotta find a way to fix it. So I realized, you know, if I go to Lowe's and I look around, I'm sure I'll be able to find something that will allow me to fix that. So I went into Lowe's and I looked around, and I found this long strip about this wide, some synthetic material or whatever that was, maybe a quarter of an inch thick. And I bought that actually, but that turned out to be too thick, so I didn't even use that. But I found this stuff. This was from, I think it's called, for a soffit to be used in the attic. This was actually a big piece that I cut into strips, and I cut them just wide enough to fit in between this, not on this rail that's on the drawer, but on the rail that's on the side of the cabinet. So I put that behind it, and one on each side, and that little thickness was enough to make them work properly. So this one, I actually haven't done that yet. I have to work on this one, but as you can see, it's not closing properly. Okay, it still pulls in closed, but it's not working properly. Now these two here I worked on, and you see that, and it just closed itself. Look at that. Oh, I gotta go a little faster. See that? Look at that. Oh, that is such a nice feeling. Look at the bottom one. See that? I don't know if you can see that as much, but it's just beautiful. But this one I got to work on. So let me remove these plates here, these face plates, and let me go work on these. Alright, so the first coat of White Pond Poly has been applied. Now I have to wait 3 to 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer because of the humidity. It's not that high, but still it's raining. And then I'll give it another coat, and then another one, maybe 3 or 4 total. And here's another interesting fact. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. You can see the weather. It's cloudy. You can see my sunroof, my solar panel probably wet up there. And you can see rain, water on the side of the wind visor there. And the interesting thing, let me bring you back in. As you come back in, I'm pulling in 2.2 amps to 30 watts, 2.3 amps, and I'm at 13.4 volts, the battery bank that is. And I'm going to plug in the jigsaw, and I'm going to utilize the jigsaw, and I'm going to see if that brings in even more watts than it's bringing in now. Look at that, it's pulling in 82 watts, 6.2 amps, just from using the jigsaw for like a minute. Look at that. And it's completely cloud covered. Wow. So in case somebody's interested, these are the lights that I got. Actually they're all from the same company, except the 2 of these will be the same. I'm gonna come up here. Sorry about the noise, but I have the fan on. It's kind of hot. So this is one that's already installed, and that's the big one that was the first one installed. And then over here, I haven't shown this one yet, but I got that smaller one by the door, and that one is on a remote switch that's right by me here. So as soon as I flip the switch, light on, light off, light on, light off. And now I'm going to install the 4th light, and this one will probably be the last one. I don't think I'll need more. Maybe I'll put some rope LED around the top of the ceiling, but we'll see what happens. So in case you are interested, that's the light that I got. It's not very thick. It's only, I think, 1.5 inches thick from here to here, and it's not very long either. Maybe about 10 inches or so. There's my fuse box with all the wires coming out of it. Here's the latest light going to the switch, and there she is without the cover yet. Now I wired everything right, everything the same as this one, and I don't know why on the switch here, instead of being on like this it's off. This one, this is on, this is off, this is the one by the door. This one here wants to be on like this. So I don't know what the deal is. I even reversed the wires and it's still doing the same thing. I know I wired the light correctly over there, so I don't know what the deal is, but flipping a switch and I have light. So I'm okay with having a like that, being off like that. I'm fine. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to take it apart again, but I'm pretty sure it's wired correctly. It wouldn't be working if it wasn't, so I don't know what the deal is. I really don't. But it's working and it's fine. I can live with it. The drawers are complete. I just finished the 4th coat of Wypon Poly a few hours ago, so they're pretty dry to install, and this will harden a lot more over the next couple of days. I thought originally that I was going to have to fuss with it so that I would realign the face of the drawers more to the right. As you can see, there's a little gap there, but I'm not going to fuss with it. I mean, the vertical pieces aren't square, so it's a waste of time. I do still have to fix the top drawer so it slides better and closes by itself, and I'm not certain what I'm going to do over here on the right side where those 2 bins are, the blue ones. I'm thinking of doing 3 drawers there like I have on the right side, but I'm not sure. That's going to add more weight to that left side there of the van. I already have the batteries there, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I might just leave it like this for now. I don't know. I'm still debating with myself. You know, if I do the drawers, they will add a little bit more weight, but how much more weight than those plastic bins? I don't know. I'm still uncertain about that, but for now I have those 3 drawers. I'm pretty happy with it, and maybe next weekend I'll work on that top shelf there. I gotta make it about an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches wider than it is now, so that my sliding doors there can slide vertically instead of on an angle like they are now. So I might do that next weekend. I'm going to use Wypon Poly, which is done by hand. Oh, seriously.